Alpine, Lapierre perfect teacher for Schumacher's WEC introduction. Partnering Mick Schumacher with veteran Nicolas Lapierre for his maiden season of sports cars in this year's World Endurance Championship was an obvious choice, according to Alpine team boss Philippe Sinault. Gary Watkins, author. Gary Watkins Sinault described Lapierre, who has 16 Sierra Leone and Leone's man's 24-hour starts to his name, as the perfect teacher for Schumacher in the lineup in the number 36 Alpine A424 LMDh completed by Matthieu Vaxiviere. "It is clear we made this decision, for Schumacher, to be ready as soon as possible," said Sinault, whose Signatech team has run Alpine's endurance program since 2013. Sinault explained that the driver combinations announced at Alpine's joint Formula One WEC launch on Wednesday were driven by the decision to put Schumacher alongside team stalwarts Lapierre and Vaxiviere for the first season of the A424 developed in conjunction with ORECA. They were part of the lineup that won 2 WEC races in 2022 aboard the Alpine Gibson A480 grandfathered LMP1 prior to the Renault brand taking a sabbatical from the hypercar class and returning to LMP2 while the A424 was developed. Schumacher, who will continue in his role as Mercedes Formula One reserve alongside his return to racing with Alpine, said, "I am very fortunate to be sharing the car with 2 such experienced drivers and can really learn from them." Sinault praised Schumacher's attitude to his move into sports car racing, which began with a tryout test at Jerez in October prior to his signing for the French manufacturer. "He was like a sponge, his ears were open and he asked many questions," he said of Schumacher's first test in a sports car. Lapierre added, "It was clear from the first test when there was still a question mark about whether he wanted to join or not that Mick had the ability to fit into an endurance team. That is not always the case with people coming from single-seaters because it is a different world. Mick has the speed, we knew that before he came, it was more how he would adapt to sharing a car and fitting into a lineup of 3 drivers. He did very well in this respect, and it is very good to have him on the team. He also brings some fresh ideas and a new vibe." The number 35 Alpine will be raced in the 8-round WEC by Charles Millercy, Ferdinand Habsburg and Paul Lupchatin. Sinault stressed that there is no number 1 and number 2 car at what is officially known as the Alpine Endurance Team and he expects both to be at the same level when the series kicks off in Qatar next month.